After taking a few turns and going through a store or two, Michael felt confident he wasn't being followed and made his way to the Yellow Gallow. As he entered the pub, he was greeted with what was clearly an old building. Beer smell was very strong for his heightened sense of smell, and the lighting was moody. There was one man and one woman behind the bar, and not too many patrons inside. To get anywhere, he needed to take a few steps downwards, which he did as he made his way to a table. The lady behind the bar called out to him and pointed to a table toward the back along a windowless wall, and told him that one was available. It seemed a little odd as most of the tables were empty. However, it was very much the table Michael imagined a person would go to if they were trying to not easily be identified. None of the patrons glanced Michael's way as he walked over the creaky wooden floor to the table he was encouraged to sit at. He noticed that all the staff were wearing yellow t-shirts and hoped they were not dressed entirely in yellow. After remaining seated there for a few minutes waiting, the lady behind the bar came up to him and informed Michael that it was customary for patrons to place their order at the bar when ready, and encouraged him to have a look at the menu, even if he wasn't planning on ordering anything. Before she turned and left, she told Michael that she would be able to take his order once he was ready, and then walked off. He was relieved to notice she was wearing a pair of well-fitting blue jeans and not yellow. Michael reached over to the menu and lifted it up from the wooden placeholder containing a salt and pepper shaker as well as one menu. It was a standard menu for this type of establishment, an A4 page laminated and folded vertically in half. He saw the standard items and opened the menu to read the inside. He noticed a sticky note attached to the inside which drew his immediate attention. Go order a drink from Jessica and look at the receipt when you return to your table. Michael removed the note and placed it in his pocket, and then got up and walked over to the lady at the bar. He glanced at her name tag just to be sure it was Jessica, which it was, and he ordered a beer. He didn't really have the spare money for this, but felt it important, and also felt uncomfortable ordering water. Jessica handed him his beer and receipt, and he looked at the receipt to see how much he owed her, and was pleasantly surprised to see a value of 0 on the bill. He thanked her, she smiled, and he returned to his table to inspect the receipt. Michael sat at his table and instinctively turned the receipt over to see if there was anything written on the back. There was an address with a smiley face underneath. Michael glanced up at Jessica, noticing she was glancing his way, and quickly looked down as they made eye contact. He looked back at the address. It wasn't a place he was familiar with, and if he was to go there, he would hopefully make it there before sunset, but was certain he would not make it home before sunset. Option 1. Michael risks having to find a hasty shelter and goes to the address. Option 2. He plans to go the following morning. Or option 3. He decides not to go at all. Vote now.